Hi everyone, it's Pearl Ann Bartlett here. I am a dance studio owner, a wife and mom, and full-time entrepreneur in the arts and entertainment space. And I want to welcome you back to the PDA YouTube channel, where we are focusing and looking at courage and encouraging our students in the studio, and then anyone who catches this video to do that. Just be courageous. Today's video is part 2 of Courage to Know Your Purpose. If you missed the first video, you can go back to it, and it's really part of our Take the Stage series, where we talk and look at what it means to live courageously. All right, so in this series we're following the story of Queen Esther, a young girl who became a queen and lives and is an example of what living on purpose is like. In our last video, I hinted to some 4 things that really guided me along the path of finding my purpose. But some people live because they haven't died yet, while others live because they are alive now. All right, now that really means that we will die at some point, and I know that, you know, we don't necessarily like to talk about death and, you know, those things that are dear and near to people's experiences, but the reality is we will pass at some point in time. All right, and so I really get it. But living because you haven't died is just merely existing. Like, you're going around, you're living, but you're merely existing and not being intentional about how you spend your days. While living because you are alive is recognizing that there's air in your lungs, and because there's air in your lungs, there are people who need what you are carrying, and God will help you to courageously do it and live that out. That's what living and being alive is all about. So in the last video, I spoke about how I found my purpose and how that came as a result of God's guidance. And I mentioned that I will share 4 clues that He used to guide me in finding my purpose. And well, that's what we're going to get into today. So knowing your purpose has everything to do with, number 1, with who you believe you are. Do you believe in your potential? Do you believe in what you carry and who you are? Like, what do you believe about yourself? Like, that's the first clue. Your belief about your potential, yourself, like your capabilities. The second clue is, who do you belong to? Like, do you know that you are actually God's child, that He created you and fashioned you? Like, who do you belong to? Who are you, and who are you connected to? That's really important. And then, what do you consistently dream about when your eyes are actually open? All right, so not just like when you're sleeping, dreaming, but like, what do you find yourself constantly being drawn to all the time, like all the time? And then, how is that connected to this last clue with bringing change to some injustice in your world, or something that you want to see change? You know, it might not necessarily be saving, you know, somebody from annihilation, but it might be you feel passionately about the arts and you want to see things change in a particular way, and you want to be part of that. Like, that's my pump. That's my thing, you know? And so I want you to think about it for yourself. Today's act of courage is to go through these 4 questions and write your answers out, and actually just one of them, if you can write the answer to one of them on a piece of paper, do that and post it on your courage wall. And I really encourage you to come back to this video time and time and time again, so that you can courageously live with purpose. I really look forward to seeing you. Can't wait to see you in our next episode of Take the Stage.